welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you give the edge to right now. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show. And it's coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Texas Rangers.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs as Joe Maddon will line them up like this. There at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys as his numbers are on your screen. Behind him, the Rangers will look like this. Tommy LaStella will step in now as the designated hitter here in the World Series.
Yeah, and thanks to the American League's win in the All-Star game, we're going to have a DH in games 1, 2, 6, and 7. So maybe a chance for a little more offense than they're normally accustomed to. Come on, Texas, let's go!
Taken for ball 1 as we get underway here at 7:06. Now this is lined into left field, a base hit. So he kicks off the festivities with a ringing single. Dexter Fowler will stand in now. He'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Too low, 1-0. And that's in there for a strike 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the play.
Maven is there, and he has it for the first out. Anthony Rizzo will get his first opportunity now. Runner still at first with one away. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Ready? Now the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the
68 miles an hour. And that's barely the speed limit. You don't see pitches that slow too often.
set. Now the pitch. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Now another 0-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Strike 3 called on the square deck.
Well, that's a good confidence builder with a runner on base here at the work. This is definitely the man to worry about in this lineup. A little question about that, so we'll be fired up about that.
Number 17 will stand in now for the first time here in this World Series, and he's a guy this club really needs to get going.
Yeah, it's been a tough October for him so far. He just seemed a little overmatched in the games that we've watched. It looks like he's just trying too hard, and sometimes that just puts more pressure on him.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1, and now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. Number 12 will stand in for the first time here in this World Series, and you see the numbers. He's been as hot as anybody around.
Number 12.
Maybe the hottest hitter on the ball club through the first few rounds. If he can keep it going here in the World Series, I think they're going to have a good shot at going all the way.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Pitch on the way. In there, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Now here's the pitch. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball in there, and that's out number 1.
Well, I think there's something to be said for being patient, and then there's being overly patient. I mean, especially with 2 strikes, you've got to protect the plate up there. But he looks at 4 pitches, and he never even took the bat off his shoulder.
Starlin Castro comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Now here it comes. And the 0-1's a ground ball to Pedroia at second base. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. Jorge Soler will stand in here, hoping to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got it in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And this is hit well towards the hole. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Miguel Montero ready to go here as we begin the third.
Catcher, Miguel
Now the
Montero.
first pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Montero waits, now the pitch. Out in front a bit as this is pulled down the line to first. And he'll take this to the bag, 3 unassisted for the first out. Javier Baez will step in now.
Javier Baez.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Now the pitch. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Here's Tommy La Stella now. pitch on the way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Third inning, no score to this point. Ready now on 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. The 1-2. And the slurve can't find the zone, and it's 2-2. Here comes a 2-2. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Dexter Fowler will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Center fielder number 24.
Here's the first offering.
Dexter.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And they'll try to go away with this one, but it misses as well, and it's to 2-1 now. 3-1 now.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Well, you can tell the third baseman's playing a little bit in front of the bag right here, trying to take away that bunt. Unfortunately, this ball almost takes his teeth out. The reactions had to be quick, and lucky for him, he still got them.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll take a look at the strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
And he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
On to Moreland, and that's in time for the 2nd out.
Yeah, that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the 4th ball. He's behind in the count now, 1-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got it in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
2-2 now, with 2 away and the base is empty.
A few groans from the faithful here. They wanted strike 3.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Maven retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Number 12 will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
And that's in there as well, 0-2 now. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there, 1 away.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. It's starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
First offering on the way. Starlin Castro is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
The 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here comes a 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Jorge Soler
pitch count, it's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Swing and a miss on the fourth ball, and he's deep in the hole 0-2. Now here's the pitch. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Miguel Montero will come in after the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Here's the 1-1. This one's in there. Maybe should have been strike 3, but instead it's 1-2 now.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Now the 1-2 home to Montero. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. He'll try again, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Montero waits. Now the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Another 2-2 offering. Struck him out. Becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked the batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. Javier Baez is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now the pitch. Swing and a hard-hit grounder down the line. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Now a ball hit back up the middle. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there is short, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this is just a nice play right here, ranging up the middle. You can see that he doesn't try to rush things here. He just gathers it, steadies himself just for a brief second to square himself up, and then makes a good throw on target to get his man.
Here's Tommy La Stella now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Pitch on the way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind the ball in 2 strikes.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Now here it comes. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Rangers 1 and the Cubs nothing. Dexter Fowler will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. Been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Well, it's just game 1 of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. The pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Getting that first out is always critical in a 1-run ball game. They can certainly use a quick 7th inning.
First pitch coming. Had him reaching there on the first pitch as this is fouled off to the left. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Boy, it's the 7th inning. It looks like he just jumped into the ballgame. Strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. No runs, just 1 hit, and 2 errors for the Cubs to this point in the contest. Now that's back up the middle, and it'll get on through for a base hit. Tying run at first now with 1 gone. Ranger skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Number 50 will come in and pitch now. Here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation.